What is going on, guys? Welcome to the actual workout. My pinky toe's feeling a little better. He says, what's up? So, today, what we're doing is a whole bunch of sets of doubles of 345 pounds. And what I like to say to all you guys, whenever you're doing doubles or like lower reps, maybe like even 1 to 3, I don't technically do this on deadlifts, but I should, is try to think of each rep as its own rep. So you're basically doing 2 singles instead of a double. These sets will really help you kind of figure out your the movement pattern. It'll help you kind of, set up your stance, focus on the movement, get the actual form down, tweak some stuff, adjust some stuff, and because it's going to give you a lot of volume under singles and doubles, but you'll be pausing at the top, figuring out what you need to do, and going on for the second rep. So I'm kind of excited, feeling good to squat again, got the stretch pants on. Here we go. Now, did you notice on those 2 reps, I didn't just go 1 rep and then immediately go to the second one. One thing that I'm trying to work on is bar placement on my back. I still am adjusting that because I feel that I lean over probably a little more than I should. And having a little lean and low bar is going to be natural because the bar is lower on your back. So to get it over the center of your body, you're going to be leaning. But I think I have excessive lean and I'm like sandwiching myself like Pac-Man. Pac-Man's not a sandwich. He might eat sandwiches, but I'm trying to fix that. So these sets of 2 will help with that. It's all about improving your lifts throughout the lifespan of the lifts. Also, another thing when you're doing doubles, and I'm doing about 10 sets of them, you want to make your rest times a little bit shorter. So this isn't that heavy a weight for me. It's only about 70% of my 1 rep max, going off 460 pounds. So I'm keeping my rest to about a minute. So I'm basically just setting up a new shot for you guys and then going back again. So also something that I'm working on is keeping my elbows kind of cupped, because then it kind of creates a shelf for the bar to sit on. And because normally I think what I do is I lose tension in my back and it slips down, thus making the bar want to slide down, thus making me have to lean forward. So I'm going to show you this way what I kind of was doing and what I'm trying to do. So first, I'm going to show you what I was doing, okay? So what I want to do is make a shelf on the back with my little baby back muscles. See the difference there? And also to help you keep tight in your back or keep tight the whole movement. But I tell you, low bar does still kind of, I need to do some of my elbows because the kind of the uncomfortable feeling I've had in my elbows kind of, when I tuck my elbows under for a low bar, it kind of bothers me too, but it's not that bad. Something else that I'm playing around with is also the positioning on my back. A lot of people will, for low bar, will have different areas on their back where they'll actually put it. So some people put it extremely low. I remember my first powerlifting meet, I saw people do low bar for the first time ever, and I was like, the bar's like halfway down their back. So I kind of do like a semi-low bar. I don't do extremely low, but I'm gonna put some clips on the screen to kind of show you where I position it. And sometimes I change that up because I still have not figured out exactly where the best one is. You might think that I've been doing low bar for a while, I should know exactly where it is. I don't. One day. Every day is a learning experience. Every day. Might give it some in between squat sets, helping Raymond pick out a new pair of shoes. Oh, and by the way, I'm probably not gonna show you every set. I'm gonna do 2 more sets. We're actually gonna do 12 sets, and this is actually 75%. So 345 pounds, we're gonna do 75% of my 460 pounds. Technically, baby paws squat PR back in the day. Can't do that right now. Maybe, I did get 425 for a double. I was pretty happy about that. All right, so now moving into deadlifts. This is 405 pounds, getting up to 70%. That was where that came, 70%. For a couple singles, a couple by a bunch. What's sketchy about deadlifts is that all my chucks with me. So I'm doing it barefoot, and that toe is just like, not again. So these should be pretty easy. They're supposed to be speed pulls to, again, kind of working on your form, working on your technique, figuring out what you can tweak for your regular maximum effort days, and just get a little more workload in. So, a bunch of singles, no problem. 420, easy weight. Let's go. Also, to give you a hand update, so it's not too bad, but I'm really focusing on gripping the bar, right, on my fingers, my strong hand. So one thing that I don't do that often is show side clips of my deadlift. There's a lot of people out there that don't show the side clips. Unless Candido or Matt Ogus, who have excellent form on every single lift. I'm gonna show you a side clip. I do not think that my form is that terrible. I think it's actually pretty good. I think doing poor form for so long in conventional has actually strengthened up my lower back so much. These like gigantic Mighty Morphin Power Ranger erectors in my back. But I'm gonna show you a side clip. You guys can let me know. I do think that I should be sitting a little more back, but the key is you usually want to keep your shoulders directly over the bar, just so when you pull it up, it's a straight line. So y'all can be the judge. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. So let's talk about that. So as you see, it's not that bad. It's hard for me to super flatten my back because my is so large. But I definitely think it could use work. I definitely think it could get flatter. I have very little hip increase when I do my deadlift. It's ever so slightly. So if your hips are ever shooting up on your deadlift, try starting your hips higher. Start your hips in the most powerful position, because what you're doing is when you're deadlifting and your hips shoot up, is your body is kind of going into its strongest position. So what you can do is after you start your deadlifts with your hips a little higher, which will, in turn, sometimes like tilt you forward. It'll take some practice to get used to, but just ever so slightly start raising your hips as your starting position, and it'll help with that hip raise, because then your hips already be at that point. Start activating that ass and your hamstrings. So, are my deadlifts perfect? Absolutely not. But sumo, I feel extremely safe in sumo. Conventionals, not so much. The deadlift is a very, very technical movement. So yes, it's simply just bending down, picking up the weight, and that's it. A lot of people get frustrated at their deadlifts. They'll get frustrated that they can't increase the weight. They'll get frustrated that their form isn't the best. And one of the biggest tips I can give you is just get more time doing deadlifts. I've been doing deadlifts for like 2.5, 3 years now, and compared to some people, maybe my numbers have jumped quicker than maybe people doing deadlifts as much as me. Again, everyone's gonna have like their own leverages, their own lifts that they're like the best at. Mine being the deadlift, but I've been doing deadlifts a ton, and I put a lot of energy into the deadlifts. Go in there with confidence. Don't be afraid to maybe take some steps back, to be able to take some steps forward, to kind of restructure your deadlift. So whether it be your form, your technique, the weight that you're doing, if it's too heavy, the reps are too high, the reps are too low. There's a million different things you can tweak, but don't be afraid to try new things. And the biggest tip is just do more deadlifts, and you'll get better, I promise. So actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you 2 clips from different angles, and you can see my hip positioning from my start, and you'll see how little hip shooting I actually have. I still probably have a little bit, but it's definitely a lot better than what it used to be, because I used to think you had to sit so far back into it, and then my hips would just go boom, dead ass. So I'm gonna show you 2 clips of the booty basically to show you my hip positioning. I'm gonna do 1 rep, my final 420 rep on Periscope. Crazy weight. So leave a comment down below if you witnessed this live. All right, final thing I'm gonna do before I head out. It's been a very long session. I was chatting a little bit in between, which I'll talk to you after this. We're just gonna do 225 pounds for probably like 3 or 4 sets of 15 of some wide stance, like Romanian deadlifts for your hamstrings. So, super wide stance. Three sets 15. That's the workout, folks. Maybe some glute hammers, but that's it. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Actually, when I was squatting, a guy came up to me and was asking how much I weighed, what are my lifts, and I was telling him, and he's like, oh, you probably know what you're doing, but I just, if you're willing to accept it, would you mind if I offered a little advice? And I'm like, absolutely. You should never close your mind out and always never think you know everything. As soon as you think you know everything, there's something else to learn. Always be soaking in information. You can take in things that people say and you may not agree with them, but be open to trying them, open to expanding your lifting knowledge. Let's all get stronger together. Let's help people, help each other, help ourselves. So my apartment complex says we'll be testing the fire alarm Friday at 8 a.m. Why would they do this at 8 in the morning? Like, what? Now we're back home and we picked up some of the most fine dining that Arlington has to offer, and that is the Wendy's, which is delicious. One of my favorite fast food places. Spicy chicken sandwich, no mayonnaise, a staple in my diet, a staple in my Wendy's diet. And we had 4, I have 3 now. Spicy chicken nuggets, only about like 25 grams of fat for all this. Luckily, that's why I eat very low fat in the day. So then at night, if I want to go crazy and YOLO, I can have a chicken sandwich. I can even add mayo. They're out of barbecue sauce, which kind of sucks. So I might use ketchup, which is the worst version of mustard, which is the best condiment on the planet. Okay, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you leave it a like if you did. And I will see you all in the next video. I think this was enough footage to make an entire Monday video. So that means Tuesday, I filmed all these videos because I'm getting LASIK on Monday, and I'm not going to be able to edit a video out probably for Tuesday or lift on Monday, so I need footage for Tuesday. So I had to make sure to film lots of stuff. So wish me luck on my LASIK surgery. Zap, zap. Perfect. And here it is, 8 a.m. All right. Okay.